Hi, this is Edo, and I'm here today to talk to you about this very special lens made by Panavision Incorporated in the United States in 1950s. Now, this is a very unusual lens because, first of all, uses prisms instead of cylindrical lenses, and second of all, it's a projection lens. So it used to be mounted into a projector to project 35 millimeter out on the screen. Now, let's just have a closer look at this, the body right here. Well, what we have here is a ring, which holds a glass. The glass itself does not really have any optical rating or quality. It's just basically clear, 100% opacity glass, which somewhat protects the prisms inside, and also prevents from dust, any particles going in. It also gives a flexibility for a user just to unscrew it and get, if there's any maintenance needs to be done up on the prisms or cleaning, it's easy access. Or if any particles accumulated inside a drum, they can be quite easily cleaned out. Now, on the top we have a controller knob, which actually helps to manipulate the prisms in the cluster, so it can actually stretch the image, or it can compress it. So this regulates the image ratio. Now, one thing missing here on below this indicator is the actual markings of indicated stretch and compression. Lens by itself, is almost impossible to use, with the modern cameras or a secondary lens, a taking lens, and DSLR or camcorders themselves. I solved the issues, just by 3D printing solid ring, as you will, or a sleeve, which this lens is being held in. Now, this ring or sleeve is further attached, to the rail block, as you can see as well, and additional support part coming off the cylindrical lens. In this case being Panavision Ultra Panatar X 300. This lens has been inserted into this ring and actually it's been cemented in, so it's permanent. Yeah, this lens is going nowhere. It's just staying in there as it should. For that security. We have a mount here for a monitor. And for monitor only, no handle, no any other attachment to it. This was purposely done only for a viewing monitor. And a 5-inch monitor, suits this lens just fine. It's not oversized. It's not small. It just suits it quite well. Back of the lens, there is a 67 millimeter ring attached, and it had been cemented right in. And again, 2-part cement, which I have been using for majority of my constructions. It's just crazy durable. They call it steel, and there is a reason for it. Yeah, as you can see, the lens nicely tightly housed right into this contraption. Now let's look inside. So this is the cluster with the 2 prismatic lenses, and they are in pretty good condition. Now we're talking about lens from 1950s after all, right? And some deterioration is to be expected. From the heat, from external conditions, from moisture, from anything. The lens could be impacted pretty much by anything. And what we have here, slight damage, on the edge of one of the prisms, on the rear prism, and with size approximately of 3 millimeters square, maybe 4 millimeters square. There's a chip. Does not really affect the image. So this is the cluster we talked about, right? The mechanics providing that stretch and the compression of the image, which is regulated by this knob. Just by twisting it clockwise, I mean counterclockwise or clockwise. Yeah. So here we go. Yeah, so that's the lens. This lens is definitely not designed, you know, for running and gunning. You know, it's just not gonna do. You know, you really need to put this lens, you know, on a nice solid tripod. Obviously, you know, you just need to make some further adjustments if necessary, right? So if you need some cheese plates, you know, or some risers or anything to actually accommodate your digital equipment, camera, camcorder, bridge camera, and you can just use the rails. That does it. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, bulky, big, oversized, but hey, unique, with one of the highest optical quality out there.